Good day, class. Welcome once again. Our last topic was power and roots, and today we'll be treating place value, ordering, and rounding. Our learning objectives are: at the end of the lesson, students should be able to 1. Use knowledge of place value to multiply and divide all numbers and decimal. Then secondly, you should be able to round numbers to a given decimal places. Now, place value. This is the position of each digit in a given number. That is, when you have given numbers like this, the position of each of these digits is what we know as place value. Example, find the value of each digit in 316582.79. Let's go ahead to show the solution to this. We have our digits written out on a straight line. So we begin with, if it has a decimal point, you start from the decimal point. The place value of this is just a point, so there's nothing to write there. It is a decimal point. So we start from the number before the decimal point. That is our unit. Our tens. After tens is hundred, thousand. We have 10,000, hundred thousand. And then finally, million. You can then come back to the numbers after the decimal point. After the decimal point, we have the first number is tens, while the next is hundredths. Which can also be written as 7 tenths. 7/10, 9 hundredths, 9/100. This as well can be written in digits. 4, that's 20, 210, 800, 5,000, 10,000, the same thing as 60,000, 100,000, then 3 million. That is all on place value. We are now going to rounding. To round to the nearest or a given number of decimal places, look at the next digit after the one in question. If that digit is 5 or more, you have to round up. If it is 4 or less, round down. An example says round 2576 to the nearest 100. Let's go to where we have the solution of that. 2576 to the nearest 100. You have to start picking from the units. This is units, tens, hundred. Since you are rounding to the nearest 100, you can underline the 100 part of it. This is 100. What numbers follow 100? 7. 7 can round up. Remember that when we were talking about this place, we said if the digit is 5 or more, you have to round up. So this 7 here rounds up to become 1. We have 1 here. 25 plus 1. That is 26, and the rest changes to 0, 0. The next question, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 5, 2, 4, 5 to the nearest million. We are first going to place them according to the place value. Unit, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, then we have million. Since we are rounding to the nearest million, we pick the one with million and check the number after it. 6. If 6 can round up, can 6 round up? Yes, it rounds up to 1. That is 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 gives 6, while other digits changes to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The next question says 50 to the nearest whole number. What is an whole number? Remember that your whole number does not have or include the decimal part. This part is the whole number. And since you are rounding to the nearest whole number, you can say, after the whole number has been underlined, what is the next digit? 7. Can 7 round up? Yes. If it can, you add it. 1. 50 plus 1, that is 51. We don't need anything after the point. Since you are rounding to the nearest whole number. Then the first example says 5.637 to 2 decimal places. To 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places means 2 numbers after the point. So let's count 2 numbers after the point. 1, 2. What numbers? The number that follows is what? 7. 7 round up, and that is plus 1. 63 plus 1, that gives 64. So that is 5.64. To 2 decimal places, you can write 2 decimal places. This one is to the nearest whole number. This one is to the nearest million. Million. While the last one is to the nearest thousand. To the nearest 100. 100. So that is all on rounding to given decimal places, to given nearest whole number, nearest million, or nearest 100. Now we are moving to significant figure. These are digits of a number that are meaningful in terms of accuracy. These are digits of a number that are meaningful in terms of accuracy. They include 1. Any non-zero digits, that is numbers that are not zero. Secondly, zeros between non-zero digits. If 0 is in between a number, it is regarded as a significant figure, that is an important number. Example, you have to round 0.0657 to 2 significant figure. 2 significant figure means 2 numbers that are not 0. At the beginning you have 0, it is not significant. So we start from this. 1, 2. The number that follows after 5 is 7. Can you round it up? Yes. Can round it, that is plus 1. 0.065 plus 1 becomes 0.066. That is the 2 significant figure. Let's go ahead to the next question. 3020.40 to 1 significant figure. If we start from the beginning, you can see that this is the first non-zero digit that we have. The first significant figure. What follows? 0. So it runs down. There is nothing to do to this. You have 3, 0, 0, 0. That's the 1 significant figure. While these 3 significant figure, it begins with a 0. That is not significant. So we are not picking that 0. It's not part of it. This is not part. This is the first one. 1, 2, 3. 3 significant figure. Then after them, we check the number that follows. 2. Can 2 round up or round down? It can round down, so there's nothing to do to this. That is plus 0. We have a 0.00706. That is the answer to 3 significant figures. We have come to the end of today's class. But before I go, here is your assignment. Find the value of each digit in 853.26. Number 2, round 8.342 to the nearest whole number. 250.38 to 2 significant figures. 0.0403 to 3 significant figures. 95648 8 to the nearest thousand. Have a lovely day.